Hello? Is this thing even on? If anyone happens upon this holotape, you gotta take it down to Marley at Milepost 0. It's in an exit tunnel at the bottom of the national park. She'll make it worth your while. Promise. Marley, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. I fucked up. Thought we could take a shorter route, but super mutants raided the delivery and took the cargo. Smelled the Brahmin from a mile away. I think it's only a matter of time before they catch my sin too. I'm gonna make a break for it, but I don't much like my chances. Marley, if I don't get this out you later... Shit! They see me!
Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up. So nice to see people passing through here lately, despite the hazards. Oh, I do hope the others will come back one day. After all the work James put into keeping the place going and what have you. James surely must have caught up with Miss Jewel by now. I should prepare something nice for their return. Oh, Wesley. If only you weren't such a lazy bones. My tune-up is way overdue now. I do hope the others will come back one day. After all the work James put into keeping the place going and what have you. James surely must have caught up with Miss Jewel by now. I should prepare something nice for their return.
Can't you see us talking here? Joanna, please, you know I need this. It's the only way to make a name for myself. Just one last go. Nobody would work harder to get this thing up and running. You know that. Give me one last chance.
Just thinking maybe we jumped the gun with you. You've got drive, you've got smarts, and you've got maturity for your age. Especially after all you've gone through. But sometimes I forget just how green you really are, dear. Trying to leave the nest to fly on your own is one thing. But this storm ain't just a small speed bump. It's a brick wall.
That storm's been brewing for months and I'm still kicking, aren't I? And as for the others, it was unfortunate. Things happen that ain't always under my control. I got a ton of new folks lined up to join us, though. Look, here's one of them already. You're not intruding on nothing. I'm just, getting some advice. Anyway, Joanna, look, this is one of the guards I sent out. Back without a scratch on him. We're managing just fine out here.
You can still play me like a fiddle after all, darling. Fine. But this is your last shot, you hear me? Don't miss again.
I guess I should thank you. Name's Marley, if you didn't catch it before. Now, do you want to tell me what you're doing here? Last I checked, I ain't sent no invite out to strangers. I see. And you just happened to cross it, did you? Explain yourself. Now. One of our guys. From Blue Ridge. Red hair, long beard, tall fella. Shit. Knew I shouldn't have let him go alone. Super mutants, too. Hell of a way to go. That woman? Joanna Mayfield. She's my boss. Or, I guess was. She runs the Blue Ridge Caravan Company. I convinced her that I was ready to spin up my own branch. Franchise, if you will. Should have been easy, but didn't quite work out that way. At least not yet. There used to be a small team of us, a little tight-knit crew, but that storm caused complications, and funding got low. Now Joanna is threatened to close down the whole operation. A bunch of them bailed because of that damn storm. But some stayed. The loyal ones. Not that it did much for them. Most of the remaining guys went out to make a delivery, but it didn't turn out so well. Anyway, with everyone gone, most of the merchants took off too. Ain't nobody wanting to work with a failing spinoff when they could just travel a bit further for the real deal back in Big Ben. After that, it was just me and Luke. I'd gather from the supplies we had left, and he'd make the deliveries. He was a good guy. One of the best. You really haven't heard of it? Used to be a trucking company before the bombs fell, run by Joanna's family. She runs the business now. Rebuilt it from the ground up. Hired nobodies and made something of them. They move cargo all over the area, using Brahmin to carry it. It's more impressive than it sounds. Trade routes used to run through here back in the old days. Joanna wanted to reestablish that. Apparently, it was good business. We're gonna need someone to fill Luke's shoes. Much as I hate to talk about it before he's even cold. I wish it was under better circumstances, but you seem like a good fit. If you're interested, that is. Not that I'm begging. If you got places to be, get to it. Wish I could tell you it ain't, but probably not best to start this partnership with a pack of lies. Critters and creatures are gonna find the Brahmin to be a tasty dinner. You'll run into stuff you don't expect, too. There's some real weirdos out there. Not a whole lot to it. Take the Brahmin, load her up, and make a delivery. We follow Skyline Drive. I'm sure you've seen it. Impossible to miss. Make sure the cargo gets safely to the deposit box. Sure. Don't expect you to work for free. Running deliveries will earn you both supplies and caps from our trade partners. You'll get your share when you deposit the cargo in the delivery box. Supplies are our profit. They can be used to give the Brahmin better feed, upgrade this HQ, and hopefully encourage some other folks to want to join the crew. Caps are self-explanatory. Maybe you can spend them buying goods off some new merchants. If any ever move out here. It's a good thing you showed up, huh? I don't believe in miracles or luck or any of that crap. But it's good that you were in the right place at the right time. If you can handle deliveries, that'll give me time to handle the business side. I'll try to find more new folk and look at getting these finances under control. Speaking of, we're completely broke. Well, all the money that's made from the main branch gets funneled back into that. Joanna gave me a starting grant, but it's ran dry, with not a lot to show for it besides this dejected old tunnel. Hate to ask, but any chance you could help out with footing the bill? Well, if we total up the basic resources, merchant fees, Brahmin feed, and I can offload a little of the cost with the remaining funds, we're looking at around this much. Still in? Thanks. And don't worry, I'll work to get out of your debt. Anyway, that's everything covered. Let's get you on the road. I've marked your map. Brahmin's already made a start, so best get a move on. About time. Nah, your first lot of funds will be enough to cover this delivery too. You're good to go. Nah, you're good. All right, I'm trusting you'll be back. Don't make me regret it. About time. All right, I'm trusting you'll be back. Don't make me regret it. If we try this route, then we minimize risk. That swamp is dangerous. Best avoid taking that path for now. About time. Nah, your first lot of funds will be enough to cover this delivery too. You're good to go. All right, I'm trusting you'll be back. Don't make me regret it. Nice work. Just drop the cargo in that deposit box and someone will collect it. Make your way back to HQ. Got another job for you. There you are. Good work out there today. Thanks for the help. Glad to see I was right about you. I'd like to offer you more work, if you're still interested. Can't see that storm ever letting up. You ready to get going? Well, funny you should say that. Lucky for us, I found some potential new hires. Seeing as you're doing good work, I'll let you take your pick. You sure we need this? There's a lot of other roles we gotta fill. Although, I guess we are short on merchants. Okay. It'll be good to have someone to take care of the animals. Takes the work off of my plate. Okay. Want to fix this place up real nice, huh? Okay. Lady of the world, apparently. She better have some good wares. Okay. It'll be good to have someone to take care of the animals. Takes the work off of my plate. I'll get in touch with them, get it all sorted. They'll arrive in the morning, if things go to plan. Oh, here you are. Better late than never. Storm's still cooking. Be quick on those deliveries, all right? Mm-hmm. And what about it? Well, that's the usual for running a business. But I do kick back, sometimes. Shooting always lets off steam. Maybe I should take on guard work sometime. Here just to pry? Fine. Let's get it out of the way. Mom used to work for Blue Ridge back before the war. Ended up back there when I was just a kid. They left a flyer, and we followed. Wanted some security, considering Dad didn't bother sticking around. Not till recently. He showed up at Big Bend Tunnel babbling some crap about being taken into a vault by this rich guy. Joanna was just gonna chuck him out. But he mentioned my mom's name and a daughter. I'll let you put two and two together. Joking, aren't ya? I've got nothing to say to that deadbeat. Didn't need him then, don't need him now. Joanna said he's still at Big Ben, but wants to come to our headquarters. Does some work with guns, apparently. She thinks he'd be a good asset here. Says I should give him a chance. I trust that woman with my life, but there's so much to consider here. I mean, shit, how can we even be sure he's my dad? And if he is, well, he should have stayed in that vault. At least there he would have been out of sight and mind, not groveling at the door of my business. You read my mind. Oh, I've seen my fair share, especially when we were looking to set up base. Some cool stuff from the old world. The Firewatch towers and all that. There's a lot of beauty here now that nature's reclaiming it. Didn't realize I hired a time waster. Is there actually something on your mind? Or are you just here to entertain yourself? Sure. What's on your mind? They make for a secure base, and that's good against any rotten creatures that might be looking for our Brahmin. I don't see what that's got to do with the work, but since you asked, they've always been good to my family. It felt right to build a career with them. And it's working out. Sort of. You seem familiar with them. Good. It'll make it easier to settle into the job. Speaking of, haven't you got something to be getting on with? It's our profit measured in supplies. The amount we're making by putting in the work. We deliver cargo, and the recipients give us supplies as good trade. I'm giving you a share to reinvest in the company, however you like. Well, good profit and reputation will let us hire new workers, whilst also letting us expand the business and skills of said workers. It'll also allow us to renovate this place and trade with suppliers who can provide good resources to keep the Brahmin healthy and happy. There's a lot of room to grow here. It's fine. Let's talk later if you need. You've got deliveries to make.
Hey, sorry. You're the guard, right? Marley said I'd find you around here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Introductions. My name's Josie. I'm the new hire. Thanks for the job and stuff. Sure am. I'm excited to get to work. Gosh, how'd you know? Mama said I'd make a real pretty movie star if I was... Oh, wait. Are you poking fun? Okay, look, in all honesty, this is my first job. I'm a little nervous, and I think the animals can sense that. I'm still getting used to them. I needed the caps. Marley was offering work, so I thought, hey, what's the harm? And, well, it worked out. Not much more to it than that. Those are some real kind words. I already feel like you and I are gonna get on like two bunkin' brahmin. Although, I like to think I smell a little better. Oh, and you do too, of course. Oh, yeah, totally. I'll just be here unpacking for a while, so feel free to stop by if work ain't too busy. You've been sneaking the Brahmin extra food. They smell especially bad today. Something on your mind? You can talk to me whenever you need an ear. Sure thing. There's a few traders that sell different feeds. We can try out a few. What do you think the Brahmin will like? Changed your mind? No bother. Come back if you change it again. I'm making myself at home. I know I ain't the most experienced, so you and Marley didn't have to offer me work, but I'm real grateful you did. Thank you. Seems Mama was wrong. Outsiders ain't so bad. She was traveling back here from visiting, Big Bend Tunnel or something? We bumped into each other and just talked for hours. Well, it was kind of one-sided. She doesn't seem all that keen on conversation. Anyway, eventually she offered me a job looking after the cattle. I can't say I'm too familiar with, well, any of that sort of work. I mean, darn, I never even seen a real Brahmin before coming here. But I'm eager to get to work. Nothing that dramatic. She just wanted us to keep to ourselves. But anyway, it's a long story, and I'm mighty tired. Maybe we can talk about it some other time. Sure. Must be a lot you gotta think about around here. What's on your mind? Truthfully, they're a little scary. Not a lot going on behind those eyes. No matter. I gotta make it work if I'm gonna earn those caps. And I'm sure they'll grow on me. Anyway, you reminded me of something. I was cleaning off the brushes earlier, and I started thinking, wouldn't it be nice if we gave the Brahmins some real names? I feel real bad just calling them cattle all the time. You got any preference for your delivery buddy? Milepost 0, huh? Never imagined myself finding a new place to call home. You've been sneaking the Brahmin extra food. They smell especially bad today.
If we try this route, then we minimize risk.